Hey everyone, it's Lexi. So in today's video I'll be doing the Fall Time Cozy Time book tag, and this is something that I love to do every year. I think I've been doing it since my first year on booktube back in 2015, so I feel like now it's just a Tales and Teacups tradition to do this one. But yeah, I'll have the original creator of this video and the questions I'll link down below, so if you want to go and do this tag as well, if you want to do it in the comments, that would be awesome as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. This one would have to be Of Blood and Bone by Nora Roberts, and this is the second book in the Chronicles of One trilogy, and I feel like this perfectly is like a fall autumnal book cover, and just especially with like the oranges. I actually don't have very many books with like orange on them, so that I've had very few books to choose from, but I think this one also kind of captures the fall theme in that it kind of takes place in the forest. And for those of you who don't know, this kind of is a trilogy that involves kind of a post-apocalyptic world where this virus goes around and kills 2/3 of the population in a matter of weeks, and those who are immune to this virus have some sort of magic in them, so you can see how that can cause problems. The first book really much kind of sets up the world and what we're dealing with, but the second book is really where it starts to kick off, and this was really kind of stepping outside my comfort zone, but I really love this trilogy and I think it's a fun one to read, especially everything that we've gone through now. It just feels very eerily similar. Definitely the Inspector Gamache series by Louise. I love this series and I feel like I talk about it every video, but I honestly cannot express how much I love this series, and I think what is so unique about this is just the characters and the sense of home that I feel while reading this. I read basically the entire series throughout the course of the pandemic and like quarantines and all that, so it was very much kind of felt like home. It takes place in Canada, which is where I'm from, and it was like I felt like I could be back home in Canada with these characters, and that sense of found family really just added to it. So I'm deeply connected to this world and these characters and all those things, and I just need to kind of share this series with the world because I think it is honestly amazing. Definitely historical fiction. I feel like I have like gone in phases of not reading a lot of historical fictions, and I think that's mostly like kind of over the summertime, but definitely in the fall and winter is when I kind of pick up with the historical fiction again. And I think it's just something like really interesting because I feel like, especially if we're reading something from an historical like fiction standpoint, it is not during an era where things were, you know, happy. Like there was a lot of trauma, especially because I like to read a lot of World War II historical fiction, so it is very dark subject matter, but I think it goes with kind of that, you know, dreary fall atmosphere. I would have to say like this is like an easy one, but I would have to say Hermione. I feel like I'm basically the muggle version of Hermione. I'm a PhD student, I love school, like I'm very like strict with my school stuff, and she's basically the wizard version of me, so I think that just makes sense. Definitely The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abby Duray. I read this for a book club with my friend, and it wouldn't be a book that I would pick up just by the title because it sounds a little bit weird, but I think it's a very important read. So it follows a girl named Aduni who is growing up in a rural village in Nigeria, and she ends up getting married away to this older man when she is just barely a teenager, and she ends up running away from this, and we follow her as she's trying to get her louding voice. So she thinks that if she's able to get an education, she will find her louding voice and be able to stand up for girls who don't have a voice. And I think this one is a very important read because it is still like this type of, you know, it's not like trafficking of women is still going on even in modern day, and the book is written in the narration style as if a Dooney was writing it in kind of broken English. And it does take a while to get used to, but I think it just adds to your connection to a Dooney, the narrator, and just kind of all that stuff. So yeah, this is such an inspiring and powerful book, and I feel like it needs to be read by everyone. It has to be A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I do not like the new cover designs. The original ones were so beautiful, and then now these new ones have like these ugly things, especially like with this barf orange. Like, it just looks so bad, and I feel like if you're reading, if they see like, especially this series by Sarah J. Maas, they're gonna know it's a little bit, you know, smutty. So I feel like this one wouldn't be one I would bring to school. I would either get the ebook and read it that way, but yeah, definitely I hate these new covers, and it's so annoying because like her new series, like the Crescent City ones, those covers are pretty decent, and the original like ACOTAR trilogy ones were so beautiful, and then why did they decide to change them? That's what I don't know, but these ones are just hideous. I think my favorite drinks are definitely like the salted caramel hot chocolates that you can get at Starbucks, and then kind of at home drink, I also like the apple cider with salted caramel vodka, or the like salted caramel Baileys. Like, those ones are really good. And then food wise, like just a lot of soups. I think like I love just a lot of like soups and like warm dishes around this time of year. So, but I'm definitely more of a fan of like these seasonal alcoholic drinks this time of year. Basically, if you guys want to do this tag, as I said, you can do it down in the comments below. I'd love to see that, or if you do your own video, let me know and I will go and check it out. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. Let me know in the comments below, like I said, if you are going to do this tag and your question and your answers to these questions and all those fun things. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.